Alex Ferguson has won 4 Premiership titles with Manchester United, but he won't win it this year. Arsenal will be champions if they beat Everton today. United play tomorrow.
He's putting a bet on Fergie's arse. His team's out to go by. No. There's your money down the drain again. No.
There's 8 horses in the race, you get paid first and second. He's not been out in the first 2 for 6 years, isn't he? And they're a failure now because they've come second. You know, they're a disaster because they've been second. You know, when you think about it, how many teams in the Premier League would like that?
I think they're sick. I mean, obviously that's the direction you want.
Yeah.
It's not affected their training.
No. They've
been all right that way.
I think we should certainly on Sunday have a look.
I don't think that there's any pressure on them now. I think they realise that. They're just hoping that Arsenal step up.
I know we've only a couple of games to go, but we want to get as many points as we can. I mean, that's the feeling what the lads are.
That's what I was just saying now.
And see what happens, because it's still not over yet. It's still not over yet.
Exactly, it's not over yet. All right. Yeah, I've got Mickey Walsh. Have you met Mickey Walsh? You seen Mickey Walsh in here?
Which Mickey Walsh?
Yeah, we put him in Blackpool, in Porto.
Yeah.
He's in here with these photographs.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, have a look at them, they're absolutely brilliant. Yeah. All right.
They do really well, don't they? Make you look handsome. Don't they? Eh? So we'll work after that, right?
Right, okay. That's
good. What I did,
just this way now, that's brilliant.
I think for my part, I should have a bigger squad. I should have bought in. And then I hold my hands up there. That was a killer for us. Lost half a team. You know, and you think with my experience would have been well prepared for that type of thing.
I've got to blame Ferguson, I'm afraid. He's had money there like to spend, he's had injuries and never replaced players. We got away with it in the early part of the season, like with Roy Keane. He's a big loss. He was a big loss. We've never replaced him.
You've got to concentrate. We took our eye off the ball, and I think we're paying for it now.
In the pub, United supporters pray that Arsenal lose at home to struggling Everton. They won't. The only cheers in Manchester come from City fans.
Arsenal.
I didn't bother with the Arsenal game. I watched the City game. I was watching the snooker, and it flashed up Arsenal win Everton 0 after, was it 5 minutes, I think, or something like that. Anyway, it didn't really bother me. I wasn't expecting them to lose. But when I saw 1-0, I said, well, after 5 minutes, you're not going to be worrying about the rest of the day, are you? So my day went in quite quick, actually. My wife thinks I'm too greedy, you know. Maybe I've been expecting to win the league again, and she makes a good point. She says, you can't win it every year.
I think I bring him back to earth, you know, sort of a... I mean, he realises when he comes home that there's more things in the world, you know, than football. You know, you've got to remind him that, you know.
Which is true, but you try to tell your supporters and maybe your directors or your players that it doesn't go down, because, particularly supporters, because their whole life is about going into work on Monday being proud of their team. So his whole life is revolving around our fortunes, you know what I mean? So they wouldn't understand Kathy's point, but I know what she means. I think she's right in a way that, you know, you can't win it, but your intention is to win it every year, you know?
The last home game of the season. Another full house. Nothing to play for but pride.
Oh, best Dickie. Good luck, son. Right.
The dressing room is painful. A mixture of disappointment and defiance.
All best, Andy. Good luck, son. All best, Quaggy. All best, son. All the best, son. Good luck. Bye-bye. You can get to the top. It's true, I think some people either want to go to Blackpool their holidays, or they want to go to Spain, or they want to go to the moon. And you do need luck, you know. I've had pieces of luck, you know, in my life.
To be honest with you, sometimes I wonder where the enthusiasm, where the motivation, where the level of intensity comes from within him, because it's there every game, and while that's there in him, it's always there in the players, in that you can see on the pitch. You know you've got to do well and you've got to perform.
Questions you're going to ask before we start? No, I mean, it's serious.
No,
What are you going to ask me?
I was going to say, great performance. Was it?
Right.
There's no way you're lying down. Is there an accepting yesterday's result in the future? If you say what you said then,
That's all. Just think of that.
He's been obsessed with the game. He's obsessed with winning, and it might be all right, but he's one of the lucky ones, because if you're obsessed with something and you don't succeed, you become a lunatic. There's hundreds of them going about there who have been obsessed with winning, who don't do it, and they end up lunatics. But he's all right. He's been successful, so it stopped him from becoming a real lunatic.
Alex is a born manager, if there is such a thing as a born manager. You know, I mean, he will say that he was a player, you know, who became a manager. But manager was his destiny, to be a manager. That was what he was good at.
He's the best manager I had. And he's the one I respected the most, and still respect him. And I will be all my life. And I wish him all the best, and to win everything, more thing. Thank you for everything you gave to me. It's from my heart, and it's true. Thank you.